IndyCar contracts are a complicated beast. The only evidence you need is that Chip Ganassi Racing and McLaren announced Alex Palou for 2023, both believing that they had the rights for him. The contracts are so everyday and public relations teams are so protective that these situations rarely occur in the eyes of the public, but this unthinkable now occurs for the title champion of the IndyCar. There are a million questions surrounding this subject, but that is fundamental that comes first. How can the two teams think that she signed Palou, and above all, which is right? Palou signed in Ganassi for 2021 for a 2-year contract, which would have options for 2023 and 2024. The next movements in McLaren and the bitter fight of Ganassi for Palou. It is not an unusual contract style, quite the contrary, it is the most common style of IndyCar. Usually, they have an exclusivity period by which the driver can only negotiate with his current team until this date. Then, after this date, established in the contract, has passed, the driver is free to speak to other teams. We saw this in action when Kyle Kirkwood confirmed that his option had expired earlier this year, before discussing an agreement and signing for AJ Foyt Racing. It seems that Ganassi waited until the last minute possible to trigger his extension with Palou, which he did Tuesday, shortly before McLaren announced that she had signed Palou, and the driver himself admitted publicly that he had told Ganassi that he wanted to leave. It's crucial. If we return in the silly season, it is believed that Alexander Rossi told Andretti that he did not want to renew his contract, which had an extension clause, and chose to join McLaren for 2023 instead. It was authorized to do this because most, and we say most because we have not seen the Palou contract, include the wording which stipulates that even if the option to extend the contract is on the side of the team, it must be agreed with the driver. A mutual decision, if you want. If this is the case with Palou, this is perhaps the reason why McLaren thinks it can sign it. Because Palou has not agreed to the extension. Ganassi should hunt Herta to replace Palou. Thursday, the pilot of Ganassi, Tony Kanaan, he finished third in the Indy 500, his only release this year, but is still under contract with Ganassi, appeared on the podcast Brick by Brick, where he suggested that the element extension of a contract is generally mutual. It's speculation, but for what I understand, and this